everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so the products that I use you can purchase on my website, which is at the top of the screen, and it's also linked below. All the measurements that I have will be on my blog, which is linked below also. Alrighty, so I just wanted to go over, I'm only 16 away from 3,000 subscribers, so I wanted to go over the prizes one more time. Okay, so the first person I pick will get the Mischievous Mice Cling Stamp Set, a 6x6 pack of Sunshine and Rainbows DSP, some Stampin' Up! Pencils, and 2 pair of socks. Alright, so that's the first person I pick. The second person I pick will get this card kit, which is No Matter the Weather, and this Stampin' Up! Wallet. Okay. And the third person I pick will get another, one of these packs of Sunshine and Rainbows DSP and the blue light readers in this little Stampin' Up! Pouch. Okay, I just wanted to open them one more time because we're really close. Alrighty. And remember, you can put 1 comment per video and you'll have multiple chances to win. All right, my project today is this square box. I used Count on Me stamp set. I used the KANGAROO. This is carrying over to the annual catalog. I had to use a different DSP. I used some of the Subtles DSP because I didn't have enough of this. This is from the Abstract Beauty 4x6 paper, and that's what we'll be doing with the one we do. The sample I didn't have enough for. So I used Count on Me stamp set, Abstract Beauty Designer Series paper, and the layering circle dies. Alrighty, so what we need is a piece of Balmy blue cardstock that is 8 by 7.5, some basic white for stamping. We need a 1 7/8 inch circle from Layering Circle Dies from Balmy Blue, 1 3/4 inch scallop circle from So Saffron, and we'll be making, well, after we stamp, we'll cut the image out with a 1 5/8 inch of basic white. Alrighty, and for the DSP, we need 4 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and 4 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 1. Okay. All right, so let me get my Simply Scored. I'm in my new craft room. Not all my supplies are down here yet because it's a flight down the stairs. So we're slowly but surely doing it, and soon we'll have the camera set up so that you won't have so much wiggling. So that will be good too. All right, we're going to start on the 8-inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4, 3 3/4, 5, and 7.5. And we're going to turn it a 1/4 turn, and we're going to score the 7.5 side at 1 1/4, 3 3/4, and 5. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to fold and burnish. Okay, now what we want to do is have the skinniest rectangle on the right-hand side and the 1 1/4 strip at the bottom. Alrighty, and this is what we want to do. Alright, so we're going to get rid of a bunch over here, and we're just going to kind of do the normal at the bottom here. Alright, so starting over on the left-hand side, there's a square. Go to the first score line and cut it to the first score line, and then wedge both sides. Okay, go to the other side of the rectangle and cut that straight. Other side of this square, cut that straight, and wedge both sides of the square. Okay, Now we have this skinny rectangle here. We're going to cut it to the first score line and then wedge up. Okay, and that's what the bottom part looks like. All right, we're going to turn it 180. So now the skinny rectangle is on the left-hand side. All right, I'm going to go to the first score line on the left and cut it up to the second score line, and then wedge up into that piece above it. Okay, these two are our flap and top of the box, so we're going to keep that straight. So go to the next score line and keep it straight to the second score line. Okay, go to the next score line and cut that straight to the second score line. We're going to get rid of this rectangle on the bottom, and we're going to wedge both sides of the square. Okay. Now, the next score line here, we have a square and a rectangle. We're going to go and we're going to cut it straight to the second score line, and we're going to get rid of these two. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now all we have to do is get rid of this bottom rectangle here and wedge both sides of the square. Okay. And that's what your cardstock should look like. Alrighty, and then we're just going to bring in the Detail Trio Punch and round both sides of this flap. Now the Detail Trio Punch is retiring, but right now it is available and it is on sale for $12. Okay, if you're interested. Alrighty, so that's what it's going to look after you score it, cut it, and round the corners. Alright, now we're going to put tear and tape close to the score line on what's left of that skinny rectangle. I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool to take the backing off. Flip the whole thing over, then flip this side, flip the other side to meet it, and that's the back of your box. Okay, so now this is the back. You're going to put the sides in and the back flap, and this is where we're going to put our tear and tape to close the bottom. Put one close to the edge, and I'm going to put one more in a little bit. Just make sure it's nice and square and push it in. And I'm just going to press a little inside to make sure it's on there good. Okay, now I forgot to show you. This has a double ribbon. And if you don't like that, you can put a Velcro dot on here for a closure and just kind of tie a ribbon and attach it with a glue dot. And opens up, and this has two Peppermint Patties, but loose, like Kisses will fit in here great. I think definitely two Reeses peanut butter cups, the singles packs will fit. And I'm not sure if the M&Ms will, because they're tall, but I might be able to fit them in. I just fold down this a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, 2 packs of M&Ms will fit great in there. Alrighty. So, okay, now we're going to put our DSP on. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay, so we have 4 that are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and they're going to go on the front inside here, on the inside of the flap, on the outside of the flap, and the back. Okay, so that means 2 of them we have to round one side with the Detail Trio Punch. Alrighty. I'm just going to get my liquid glue. I'm going to put one on the outside flap. One on the inside flap. And you could also leave this part blank or put some basic white DSP if you want to write something, but you could probably write on this. It's pretty light. And then we're going to put one here and one on the back. Okay, and then the other 4 pieces that are 1 by 2 1/4 are going to go on all 4 sides. Okay, now we'll just let that dry. And we're going to use our Tuxedo Black Ink along with the Kangaroo, and that's from Count on Me. I'm just going to stamp it. We're only going to use the head and the upper body. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this circle, which I said was about 1 5/8. I'm just going to center it how I want it. And I'm going to put some low tag tape and cut it with my machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, there's our Kangaroo. And now we need some Stampin' Blends. I know, such a little thing, but I'm using a lot of Stampin' Blends, but that's okay. It's not hard at all. All right, we're going to use light and dark crumb cake for the actual body of the Kangaroo. And I'm going to use the dark to just go around the edges. Okay, and then I'm just going to, actually I'm going to put some light Flirty Flamingo in the ears here. And then I'm going to fill in the rest with the light crumb cake. Okay, then I'm going to use light Smoky Slate for the nose. Light Old Olive for the leaf. Dark So Saffron for the middle of the flower. And light So Saffron for the petals. And then for the final marker, I'm just going to take light Pool Party and go around the whole outside. It's like kind of a shadow. It kind of brings out the image since we're not popping it up. I mean, we're not fussy cutting and popping it up on the project. Okay, now let's put our York Peppermint Patties in there. You could actually put a few kisses next to the Yorks if you wanted to. All right, and then I'm going to take 2 strands. I have here about 32 inches. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut them. Okay. Alrighty, then I'm going to take my 2 circles, the So Saffron that is 1 3/4, and that's the scalloped. I'm going to put the image right onto that one. And then I'm going to put that one onto the Balmy Blue 1 7/8 inch. Okay. And I'm just going to get some dimensionals. Okay, the top of his head is at the top, and I'm going to put one on the top and one on the bottom. I'm just going to put this right in the middle and have the ribbon go between it. Then I'm just going to spread the ribbon out a little bit on the side. Looks nice like that, I think. Okay. Now I'm just going to get a little bit of Wink of Stella and sparkle up the flower. And if I didn't tell you, this box measures 2.5 by 2.5 by 1 1/4. All right, and then for the final touch, I'm going to use some matte decorative dots, which I don't know if these are available anymore. I'm just trying to use up what I have because my new things are coming on Saturday, so I can show you. Hopefully by Monday I will have one up. All right, I'm going to put one right here, but I might need to do an old one because I might not have the package in time. And one up there. And there you go, a nice cute little springy box. You could use it for Easter, you could use it for Mother's Day, or just a spring party that you have, or a gift. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the time, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, and you can be entered into the giveaway. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.